Comrades, thank you very much. We're here now at the Department of Higher Education and Training. Ours is very clear, comrades. We're here to submit our memorandum of grievances to the Minister of Higher Education, Dr. Nobuhle Nkaba. I think our issues, comrades, don't need us to speak a lot of English, because we've been speaking a lot of English. We've sat in many meetings in our universities. We've sat with university officials where we spoke a lot of English, comrades. We're not here to speak a lot of English, comrades. We want our issues of NSFAS to be resolved, comrades. Yes. This number, comrades, in actual fact, is very convincing, comrades, because our students, as we speak, are writing exams, comrades. And as biggest proponents of academic excellence, it was going to be wrong of us to discharge them from that responsibility, comrades. So I think, comrades, we must applaud ourselves for being here, comrades, to represent thousands and thousands of black students, comrades, who are evicted on a daily basis by business people, who are evicted every day, comrades, by business people who do not have an interest of a black child, comrades. Our students are defunded, comrades. Our students are being evicted on a daily basis. Our students are not receiving allowances, comrades. Their appeals are not approved till today, comrades, and plus questioned, TVET cycle, and all these issues, comrades. The Department of Higher Education knows of these issues, comrades. It's not like they're seated here in this office, they do not know of our problems, comrades. They know of our problems. They know that black students across all universities in South Africa are undergoing serious difficulties, comrades. Students now are compelled to write exams without having anything to eat, comrades. Students now are supposed to go home, comrades. They do not have money to travel back home, comrades. We're here, comrades, because these people, they are not our role models, comrades. These people are public servants. They have a responsibility to roll out free education in this country. Amandla! Away too! So we're not going to waste any time. In actual fact, I just received a call, comrades, that SMU is coming with the bus. So police must discharge themselves and make sure that bus gets to be coordinated to come here to the Department of Higher Education. Because we've been coming here, comrades. This is not the first time you come to the Department of Higher Education. This is not the first time, comrades, we send memorandums in these offices, comrades, relaying our issues. These police who are here, their children are students in our universities. Their students are using NSFAS. Their kids are staying in our residences, comrades. So I'm saying, comrades, we're not here to speak a lot of English. This memorandum is too much, comrades. I can't read this thing, comrades. These people know our issues, but however, the issues that are presented here, they pertain to the defunding of our students whom are defunded during the ongoing academic project, comrades. We've asked NSFAS when we were at Cape Town, when we met with the CEO of NSFAS, Wasim Karim, some Indian boy who is a cheese boy who does not understand the struggles that confront black students. We asked him a question to say, Wasim, why must NSFAS defund our students during the academic year, comrades? They failed to give us answers, comrades. I asked Wasim, why must students, their appeals not to be responded during, it's June now, appeals have not been responded. Why are those things happening at NSFAS? They failed to give us those answers, comrades. We're very frustrated, comrades, because every day we speak the very same thing, NSFAS, 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 NSFAS. But these people seated here in these offices, getting salaries, getting benefits, they don't understand the issues that confront black students, comrades. So without any waste of time, we've made an appointment here with the minister. His advisor must come here and receive this memorandum of grievances. Amandla. I'd also like to acknowledge student leaders that are here, that have traveled from different institutions. I know the University of Limpopo is here. I know the University of Pretoria is here as well. The SRC is here. I know that the SRC president of Pretoria campus TUT is here as well. I know the leadership of Mkoto is here as well. The student command is here as well. So I'll afford those comrades an opportunity as well to raise their issues, because the objective is one, comrades. There's no political organization that can claim student issues, comrades. The goal is one here. Those that want to sabotage the march and do not want to form part of this march, they must foot back, comrades. Because we're here to represent issues. We're not here to represent political structures. We're not here to represent political colors. But we're here to present issues of black students, comrades. Amandla. Awethu.
Amandla. Mandla. Awethu. Mandla. Awethu. Matimba. Aina. Matimba. Aina. Well, thanks very much, President, for acknowledging the leadership of Pretoria campus. First and foremost, I would like to acknowledge all the students that are here, student leaders, all the students that have to travel from far, from Pretoria, to come and at least make sure that the concerns that have been raised in respective universities are well taken care of by the minister. We have been sitting down with officials of the universities to try and address these issues. But till today, I can tell you, there's not even a single answer or a progressive alternative to these concerns. However, they're encouraging stakeholders of residences to evict our students. Come next semester, majority of you are not going to come back. Come next year, majority of you are not going to be able to register. We are going to be having student debt. We are going to have those charges that we don't know of, from residences, from the university, from all of these things. So, comrades, we are here to make sure that your concerns that we have raised with the SRC are well taken care of. We have recognized that there's an issue of appealing students. Till today, we have met with Wasim. Wasim have not told us anything. Till today, Wasim have not told us about the issue of loans. Till today, Wasim have not told us about NSFAS evictions of our students from respective residences. Till today, there's no answer around the issue of TVET. There's no answer around the issue of transferring students. There's not even a single answer till today of those students that were pursuing a certificate with our universities last year. So, comrades, we're not going to waste time. We're going to make sure that our memorandum are well handed off. With your numbers here, we agree with all of you. President of Limpopo is here with us. Also, we want to acknowledge him to give you a word of encouragement. Mandla! Awethu! Mandla!
Awethu! Amandla! Awethu! Thanks very much. And I'm going to put on record. My name is Vincent Viper Magam, the former SRC president of University of Limpopo. The fight which we are continuing with today is not the fight we started today. That's the reason, to me, I want to turn and question that, do these people, when they come to work, do they bring their brains with them now? Or they forget their brains back at home? Because there is no way in which, ever since I led the SRC in 2023, even today, the matters which we left hanging when we were fighting Department of Higher Education and NSFAS with their bogus statements and bogus direct payment system which they wanted to enrich themselves. And unfortunately, they did not win. And I'm here today to even enforce that even this one, they're not going to win it. We are here, we'll be here until they give us what we are here for. And ours is simple. We don't want to speak too much English. They understand English, they went to school. That's why then those offices. But they lacked one thing, ethics. We cannot be governed by people without ethics. If ever these people here were ethical, they will understand that before January could start, the appeals which were sent in December are to be resolved, because those students who are going to start academic activities in February, they do need those things of NSFAS assistance. We're not going to question them. Why are they not doing it? Because they've then showed us that they are totally not willing to assist our students. We are going to hold them hostage. If ever I was in Teflop, I was going to say that we're going to hold them with the things. But because I'm here and these comrades might deal with me. But what I want to put in here, comrades, is that these people are not seriously willing to assist to us. They know our cry. We spoke about free quality education for all. And in case if you didn't know, University of Sfakomakat, those ones, if ever you have graduated and you are owing, you cannot get what is called an endorsement academic record. Basically, they are saying that you must not go and get a job because it is academic record which you are going to use to apply for us to get those internships, for us to get those things to be able to go back and pay the universities. But however, that is not the topic of today. The topic of today is that the department, Minister for Education, is aware of our issues. If ever myself, I have completed my degree in 2018 and still today I do not have my certificate. That one, it doesn't need any physics. It's a clear demonstration that I do not have the money to come and pay to get my certificate. These universities from the Minister of Higher Education must release our certificate. And in 2023, we told them, comrades, that this shenanigan approach of theirs, when they think that they are thinking, but they forget their brains inside toilets. How do they expect a child who was funded for 3 years, and then that child failed to complete a degree in the period of 3 years, then they stop funding that particular child? I said to them, it means they just took the state money and misused it, because that child will go home without a certificate. The primary reason that child was funded by NSFAS prior is because the family of that particular child cannot afford to pay fees. But these comrades, they say that we have N+. We don't want the N+. We have done mathematics. We can add things. What we are saying to them is that each and every child who have failed to complete academic activities due to whatever reason that may be, must be afforded funds until that particular child can afford or obtain a certificate. Because going back home with a certificate, there is no difference between a graduate who has no certificate and a young boy there at CBD. Because both those individuals don't have papers. That's why now we're sitting with graduates who are busy working at ShopRite. I'm not denoting the workers of ShopRite, but for the fact that the child went to school, wanted to get a proper job, not to go and work at ShopRite. Now our brothers and sisters, they just graduate to go and sell Herbalife. Our brothers and sisters, they graduate to go and sell fake Nikes. Our brothers and sisters, they graduate to just roam around the country because there is no employment. And another thing, they do not have their certificates. We're not here to speak too much English, comrades. Amanda! Aweto! Amanda! Aweto! Pele pele, kaba fonde, pele pele! Pele pele, kaba fonde, pele pele! Amanda! Aweto! Thanks, comrades.
We're here to demand the attention of the minister. We're tired of people who are grandstanding, people who have forgotten that they are public servants. They took an oath of office in parliament to respond to concerns of ordinary black students. So we're here as a result of dysfunctional NSFAS by business people, by politicians who are making it dysfunctional. As we speak now, thousands of students across universities in this country have embarked on their exams without having any form of financial support from the government. We're here to ask the minister the questions that pertain to the defunding of our students, the eviction of our students, the TVET cycle question, and the appeals that have not been responded to, the N+ question, the loans, the bursaries that have not been responded to. We know that some of these people who are also housing our students are the ones that are collapsing the NSFAS coffers as a result that they hike these prices of student accommodation so that they burden our students with fees. So our concern here is that these kids, failure for them to get funding for the 2025 academic year, they are bound to get what we call a financial and academic exclusion come 2026. So we are trying to prevent a volcano from happening come the 2026 academic year, because these students have been writing countless emails. They've been calling NSFAS. We know that the system of NSFAS is failing. We know that the CEO, ever since he has come into office, he has not responded to us as to how is he going to resolve issues. We know that people in parliament are grandstanding. They are acting as if they are responding to some of these issues, but there's no action that is taken. So we're here to demand action from the minister, because we also saw that that particular office of the minister is plagued with a lot of issues. We saw with the SETA board appointments of what happened with the SETAs, and we're also questioning the credibility of the people that are currently appointed in that board of NSFAS. In actual fact, we want to know the criteria that was used to appoint those board officials at NSFAS, because NSFAS is dysfunctional. These are systematic challenges that students are facing on a daily basis. Every year we have to face an issue that speaks to NSFAS. NSFAS student evictions. Students are not getting their allowances on time. As we speak now, students are writing exams, and no one is taking accountability that students are not receiving any financial support. Students have dropped out from institutions of higher learning. Parents are crying, they are calling us on a daily basis that my child has dropped out from a university. What do I do now? I do not have money, I'm unemployed. We know of the social conditions and the background question of where our students are coming from. They come from unemployed households, parents are unemployed, domestic workers, children of farmers, and all of that. But why here to say that the minister must discharge a delegation from your office now to receive this memorandum? In actual fact, we also said that we're not going to read this memorandum here, because these issues that we're presenting here are not new issues. These issues are systematic challenges that on a yearly basis we always try to engage with officials of our different universities. And by the way, I think I must also make it clear that these issues are not only affecting university students, but I can tell you thousands and thousands of students that are enrolled in our TVET colleges are also affected with this NSFAS crisis. Many do not know what to do. Many have written countless emails to NSFAS. Many have attempted, and by the way, there are people who are scamming people using that NSFAS institution, asking our students of sexual favors, asking our students of money behind the scenes so that their issues can get resolved. So there's a lot of corruption, and the crisis is getting worse. And my concern is that come second semester, the very same students that are currently affected now are bound not to have places to stay, because we've also received an intelligence that the number of the defunded students that we are currently having now, which is plus minus 10,400 students, is bound to increase come the second semester. So this crisis that we're currently facing now is bound to escalate. So this is the first leg. We're still going to organize students. It's just unfortunate that now many are writing exams, and we had to discharge them to go and deal with that academic responsibility. But we're saying we're not going to leave this office of the Department of Higher Education, because these people here in these offices are getting salaries. They are public servants, but they pretend as if they do not know of these problems that are engulfing students on a yearly basis. So we're here to demand the minister's attention, and we're not going to retreat. We've written to Parliament as well, because we've tried all manner of avenues in making sure that these particular issues get attention. We want a face-to-face meeting with the Minister of Education so that she understands the concerns that affect black students. And in actual fact, the minister must also tell us on where her kids are studying, because the reason why these public officials are behaving like this is that their students are not enrolled in our universities. They do not know the atrocious living conditions that are subjecting our students in these particular hijacked buildings by business people who do not have an interest in making sure that a black child gets access to free education.
So talking about those who have been defunded, the more than 10,000, is it nationally, and how are they now taking their studies forward?
Because of the lack of maladministration at NSFAS. By the way, the 10,400 statistics that I'm giving you, it's only statistics of the 20